Right, good morning everybody, I'm David Wood for Baguptv. We are back in the van and on the road again. We are at an open match at Hallcroft Fisheries in Retford. So this is a little practice before the Golden Reel qualifier, which is next week on Saturday. And it's quite cold this morning, but it's probably going to get up to about 22 degrees today. So it's going to be quite a warmish one. I know it's going to be quite warm all week, so we don't know what's going to happen with the fishing. Is it going to be good? Is it going to be bad? But strap in. Let's get there. Let's see if we can draw a good peg and catch some fish today. So see you in a minute.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life. I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, put your hand to the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag, cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light. Ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel, I took the red pill, I know life's short so I wanna live real, but how's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel?
Island Farm. What name is it?
They wanna say my name, but they hold it back. They wanna say they hate, but they know it's behind.
Oh, shit. There's no good left, is there?
Out of 39.
Right, side tray. I've got some 6mm, got some 8mm in there, and I've got my fishery on pellets, and then I've darkened a few red ones off. They're fishery on pellets. Then behind me I've got my ground bait, a bit of tin of corn. I've proper heavied that up, put plenty of water in it to fish down the edge, and then I've got some worms as well, keep them out of the sun. And then I've got my wafters as well, and a few sprays. So that's on my side tray. Having my crisps, or some loop, salt and vinegar. Gone round, I think, with a skimmer. His head is weird, isn't it? Like a few people I know that. Weird. Alright. See if we can get another one. Not looking good at the minute. Two or three skimmers. Nothing much is coming out. I think odd carp's been caught. That's it. No one's tearing up any trees yet. Keep feeding. Maybe a few more, you never know, yeah. Well, seems to be a few skimmers there at the minute. You just catch what you can, can't you? That's the thing, just catch what you can. See if you can get them bigger ones. Well, not willing to play at the minute. But we've got a sausage roll to eat. I'm sure this will get me a bite if I can get it off him. Bringing it cinnamon. That's warm. Well, not gone round. Right, carry on. It's taken some time. Tip's finally gone. I don't know what it is. Small carp. Might not even be a carp, it might be a brain. This is a brain. Well, we're in the last hour now, and it's been terrible. There's a lad further down there who's got maybe two or three carp and a boatload of skimmers. The lad across here, he's got one carp and a couple of skimmers. It's not been very good at all. Well, you'd think it were going to be a bit rubbish for all with the weather, sort of 25, 26 degrees. But last hour now, I was going to fill it down edge, see if we can catch out down there, but another crap draw, another crap day's fishing. Gutted. But carry on. See if we can catch up down this edge. And keep going. 2 and 2 shots. What's going on? What's this about? Two chunks. It's a gift from the gods. Come on. Right, I've jumped in the car, put the air conditioning on. I've had enough of that. Absolutely disgraceful. Sometimes I absolutely hate fishing, but you don't know until you get there and get to your peg and what have you, do you? Because I thought, oh, I'll go on the open match, ready for the old, get ready for the golden golden reel next week on Hallcroft. It'll be all right. It'll be fishing all right. 26 degrees it is today. Thought, didn't fancy it this morning. Anyway, gets there and everyone's like, oh, you need to draw peg 6, 9 or 12. That'll be first, second and third hit match. Then everyone else will struggle. Said, all right, yep, no worries then. That's what I thought. Gets there. I was like halfway down to draw. All best pegs had already been drawn. Great, innit? Absolutely fantastic. So that was that. All best pegs have been drawn. I've drawn 39, just outside of Bubbly Bay again. And I was dreading it, to be honest. As soon as I drew it, I was like, oh, I can't believe this, can't believe it. Drawn a duff peg. And decision was to fish down the middle, pinging pellets as normal. I had a margin pole set up for doubt margins, and then at 6 metres as well. Just with 6 mils, and I thought, oh, I'll do that. I talked to Mick Brownhill this morning, because if I draw in that Bubbly Bay, I'm going to fish for skimmers, and I thought, oh, damn it. I should just fish for skimmers. Because there were one carp caught round next to me. Lad this side had a carp, lad that side had a carp. And I think Tony Casino, the gambler, he had a carp, very small. And that's all what caught round me. No one else had anything. No skimmers are out to back it up. Anyway, I've probably had about, I want to say about 10 to 12 pound of skimmers. Caught a few on the pole, caught a few down the middle on the method. Not a sign down the left-hand margin. Not a sign. Nearly put a 1.5 kilo of ground bait down there with corn and pellets and everything. I've had like 2 perch down that edge. Just not a sign of a carp. Anyway, lad were packing up next door. His tip went round, he got a carp. That was the only one he had. He chucked back. I've chucked back. I think a few others have chucked back across. Dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. But I would have thought peg 6, I heard that Bryce Sullivan had drawn again. Bryce Sullivan drawn again. He was down at peg 9. He'd had 6 or 7 carp. Andy Oldham were on the end peg of Island, and I think he had about 4 spare pegs. He's caught down the edge and caught 5 carp all day. So he'll have weighed some as well. But absolute nightmare. And I thought, I couldn't really talk either while I was fishing. We were that close, people were listening over there, and every time I thought, oh, I'll tell you what I'm doing, people will know what I'm doing. But maybe I should have weighed, maybe I shouldn't have weighed. I don't know what the results are. If they are, do come up online. I'll put them on for you so you can have a look. But it is what it is, isn't it? Fishing is fishing, and you can't win them all. Right, so after all that, and it's obviously a different day, and didn't get the results off because I were mardy, weren't I? And I went early. But I just thought I'd pop back on, because what an absolute idiot. Should have stayed, should have weighed in. I had round about 13 or 14 pound of skimmers. And guess what won my section? Nobody won it. It got drawn out because no one weighed in. So I'm sure I'd have beat the lad next door, because he only had 1 carp anyway, and this side he had 1 carp and a skimmer, so I don't know how big that were. I don't think it'd have been 12 or 13 pounds, so I'd have probably won it anyway if I'd have weighed, and they'd have weighed anyway. But my section got drawn out because nobody weighed a DNW. Everybody just chucked back and went home. That just serves me right, doesn't it? Because I thought, I'm off, mate, it's red hot, I'm going, I've had enough of this. And that just serves me right for not weighing in, doesn't it? So if you are in that situation, my dad always told me, you know, always weigh your fish, don't matter what you've caught, all could happen in section. And yeah, got first and I went home, didn't I? So gutted. I think the sections were probably about 40 quid, so it's not about that, is it really? It's not about the money, it's just I should have weighed in, should have stayed. It only took me probably 20 minutes to just sit there in the van and leave me fishing net. I don't know, gutted. That's just what an idiot I am. But sometimes you're in that situation, and I thought I was doing the best thing, but there you go anyway. So what an absolute idiot. Should have weighed in. Peg 6 did win it with £300. Well done, mate. Absolutely smashed it there. He's one of the regulars on there. And then I think it was Peg 9, and then Peg, like I said, Peg 9, and then somewhere else. And I think then Andy, well, what's his name? Andy something or other. He were on the other side. He had £50, so he's come fourth, I think. And then the section weights up and down weren't that good. So yeah, I'll know better next time, don't I? You know what it reminds me of is when I were next to this lad called Gav at Gav Smith, I think his name. Gav Smith? Yeah, I think it is Gav Smith. I went next to him at Artel Res once, and no one had caught out intersection. Anyway, he'd caught a £4 bream at Artel, a big bream at Artel, and he had it in net. No one in the section had caught a fish, and we're all like, oh god, we're gonna catch a fish, or it's gonna get drawn out. Anyway, he had a £4 bream, and he was tackling up last hour. He decided to chuck the bream back. Anyway, he chucked out in the last 10 minutes and got a carp on, and then he had like a £10 carp in there. And then I don't know what happened, but he decided to put that back and all. And anyway, he didn't end up weighing. No one in the section had caught out, and then it got drawn out at the end, and Joe France won it. It was something like that. It was something ridiculous. I can't remember what Gav Smith did, but it was ridiculous, and it just reminded me of that. And always to weigh your fishing. So lesson learned. Right, that's it. I'm gonna leave you. See you soon. Keep on flying. I've cheered up by you.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change.
Guys, thanks for tuning on the video. If you want to see more videos, hit this awesome playlist down here. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, and if you want to become a member, hit the join button. Thanks for watching the video, guys. We'll see you soon. Keep on bagging.
Ain't got time to kill, I got time to